All right. Well, for whatever reason, my unpacking image or video completely is borked. I don't know what's wrong with it. I can't save the file and I can't um, rotate it. There's all kinds of issues I'm having with it. If I can fix it, then I'm gonna upload it. But if I can't, um, then this will be the second part of the video. Anyway, so I decided that I'm going to ignore my rule with the Jumpstart pack, which was the Doctor pack, and it had all white cards in it. So I am going to choose Rutha as my commander. And what I did here was I went through each pack and I pulled the minimum of one card that I'm going to put in the deck. So from the M20, I chose Tail's End, but I also thought Dragon Mage might make it into the deck as well as Zephyr Charge. From the Japanese Strixhaven pack, I chose Claim the Firstborn, and this land, I forget what it's called, Common Area or something. It functions like a Rupture Spire, so it ETBs, and you gotta pay one, and then it taps for 1 mana of any color. From the Kaldheim regular pack, I chose the Volatile Fjord, but I may put Frostbite or Cosmos Charger in the deck as well. From the Strixhaven Collector's Booster, there was a couple of cool cards. Tezzeret's Gambit is pretty solid. Reject's not bad. It's a counter spell. Prismari Apprentice is cool as well. I might play with this. This is I forget what the hell the name of the card is, but it's a target creature gets +3/+2 until end turn, instant speed, and elemental token. So that was good. The regular Strixhaven booster with the Rowan Scholar of Sparks and the Will Scholar of Frost is definitely going in the deck, along with Magma Opus, Thrill of Possibility, and probably Pillage. All these cards are really solid. Oh, this guy's not too bad too. Symmetry Sage. Whenever you cast or copy an instant sorcery spell, target creature you control has base power 2 until end turn. Every creature you control has base power 2 until end turn. Oh yeah, so she can pump herself. Whatever. So it's a 1-drop. From the Ikoria pack was not so great for Rutha, but this card is probably the one I'm going to play with. Gust of Wind. I will probably have a creature with flying, so it's a removal spell at sorcery speed that draws me a card. Or I could go with the Heightened Reflexes, which is a little bit of a pump spell that gives first strike. There was also Aegis Turtle and Weaponize the Monsters. I'm not a fan really of any of these cards, but I got to pick one, so Gust of Wind was really my pick. From one of the Ravnica, I think this was Ravnica, Guilds of Ravnica, I got the League Guildmage, which was cool. So it's a card. But Fire Urchin is also okay. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, gets +1/+0 until end turn. Dazzling Lights, also not bad. Target creature gets -3/-0, and I Surveil 2. And Sure Strike, also okay. But also the Guildgate. I'm probably just going to pick the Guildgate, actually. Just having some dual lands would be nice for the deck. This is the Theros pack. So I got the Cure of Best of Sea God. It's probably going to make it in the deck anyway just because it's a good card, but Deny the Divine seemed like the best card to play for Rutha. Counter target creature or enchantment spell, but that spell is counted this way, exile instead. It's a pretty good deal. Chain to Memory wasn't terrible either. And Wings of Hubris gives my creature flying, and I can get an unblockable creature. Kaldheim, I'm going to use the Surtland Frostpire, but I'm probably going to play with Depart the Realm as well, because it's pretty good, and it's Foretell. Maybe Gold Vein Pick might make the deck, and Tuscari Firewalker also isn't terrible. It gives me like some weird card draw. From Zendikar Rising, I'm going with the Songmad Treachery. This pack was not that good, I don't think. Spare Supplies was okay, or Tormenting Voice, actually. This pack wasn't too bad. This guy's also not terrible either, because most of the creatures in the deck I think will be wizards anyway. Or maybe not. Rutha is a shaman. So maybe Cascade Seer won't make it. The Ixalan pack had Run Aground, which I'm a fan of. as well as Prosperous Pirates, if I need treasure, Hierophant Chalice, and Fire Cannon Blast. I'm probably just going to play with Run Aground, though. The rest of the cards from Ixalan were not so great. From the Commander Legends pack, I'm choosing Crimson Fleet Commodore. He gives me the Monarch title, which is cool. Meteoric Mace is kind of neat, too. I like the Cascade trigger, and it's a 6-drop. I'm just worried I'm going to hit one of my counter spells and have it suck. Sparkton Dragon, also not terrible. And Fall from Favor, also not terrible. But none of these are instants or sorceries. Opal Palace will probably make it into the deck, because I have a feeling my commander might die. And also Universal Solvent and Seer's Lantern as maybes. From the Zendikar Rising Collector's Booster, I got Tormenting Voice. That was the only red or blue card. So, got lucky there. From the Rivals of Ixalan, I have Bombard. Mistcloak Herald, not terrible. He's a warrior, so it's kind of cool. Riverwise Augur. I think I like this card the best out of all these, actually. When he enters the battlefield, draw 3 cards, and put 2 cards from your hand on top of your library in any order. Crashing Tides, also not terrible. You need a Merfolk to give it Flash, but return target creature to its owner's hand and then draw a card. For 3 mana, it's playable. From Eldraine, we had Thrill Possibility, and of course Sir Kara the Bold, and Emry, and Unexplained Vision. Maybe all of these cards will make it into the deck. I like Emry because I did get a Traveler's Amulet, I think, in one of the packs. So being able to recur, and I'm definitely going to put a Wayfarer's Bauble in there, so being able to recur some of my artifacts would be good. Gutter Snipe was my M19 card. What an awesome card for Rutha. Super excited to play with that. Smelt's not bad either. Destroy target artifact at instant speed. And Bone to Ash, also not terrible. Counter target creature spell, draw a card. So those were, M19 actually came through for me. M21 had Rewind. Unleash Fury, double the power of target creature until end of turn. I figured I could cast that on somebody else's creature and maybe take somebody else out with someone else's commander damage. And Library Larcenist, pretty cool Merfolk. He'll work with the other Merfolk cards that I got from the Rivals of Ixalan, and whenever he attacks, I draw a card, so it's a pretty good deal. Then there she is, Ruther Mercurial Artist. This is from the regular Strixhaven Draft Booster, I believe. And that came with Negate, so I got a counterspell there. As well as Start from Scratch, which isn't too bad. 1 damage to any target, but Destroy the Artifact is really what I was looking at. And Pop Quiz, draw a card and learn. So I can draw a card and then cycle the cards. That's not the worst. From Dominaria, we got Skittering Surveyor. So he's a little bit of a ramp card. Memorial to Genius, which I was pretty happy to get. And that was it. So the Zendikar Rising set booster had no blue or red cards in it. So the card I'll be using from this is the Island. As you can see, everything else is white or black or Simic or Golgari or Rakdos. So thankfully I got an Island out of that pack. From War of the Spark, I'm choosing Mobilized District. Maybe Honor the God Pharaoh. It's not too bad. It's you pitch a card, draw 2, and amass 1. So I actually really like that. And Firemind Vessel, we'll probably use this also. A little mana rock. And it hits the curve, 4 for 2. So War of the Spark, pretty good cards. Hour of Devastation gave me Firebrand Archer, which is really solid in this deck, especially with Gutter Snipe. There's the Traveler's Amulet. So, I might put Emry in there. And I also got this cool Survivor's Encampment. So when, I'm not doing anything with Rutha, I could just tap her down to give me mana. And Crook of Condemnation, also pretty good graveyard hate. And I like that. And let's see. And then the last pack here was the Ravnica Allegiances. And I got Gateway Plaza, as well as Arrester's Admonition. Also not terrible. Deface, destroy target artifact, or destroy target creature with defender, but this is the destroy target artifact that I like. Scorch Mark, you ping something for 2, And then if it dies, it exiles. And Smelt Lord Ignis. You space, sack him, and gain control of target creature with power 3 or less till end of turn. Untap that creature, it gains haste. So, I don't know. But definitely the Gateway Plaza. So what I'm going to do here is, because that stupid Jumpstart pack, that was dumb. I shouldn't have. I'm going to open this other Commander Legends pack I got lying around, and we are going to pick a card from here and add it to the deck. So Rummaging Goblin's a maybe. Deranged Assistant's a ramp card. Fiery Cannon is a baby board wipe. Alright. Pilgrim's Eye, nice. Path of Ancestry, nice. Workshop Assistant, it's not terrible. I mean, he might make it. Daring Saboteur, he's okay too. Hunter's Insight, no. Merchant Raiders. Raiders are another pirate. Oh, pirate, nope. Nope. Hey, Dargo. And Ciani. Alright, so yeah, so we'll probably use some of these. You know, there's a bunch of cards I could pick from here to replace the pack from Jumpstart. Oh, my turtle's freaking out. Alright, so next video will probably be the deck.